What's your name? Where are you from?
Mika from Houston, Texas.
Tell us, what's the story you think of?
The story I'm thinking of at the moment is when I was a little girl and my father was around just one day a week and I wanted his attention and I was in the playpen and I'm calling him Daddy, Daddy, and he was so annoyed and he puts me around the corner.
He put you around the corner? You were calling Daddy, Daddy from your heart and soul, and your father, who was only home one day a week, totally stressed out, put you in the corner?
Yep. I think I worked it through up till a certain point.
Now, I want you to notice the kinds of stories that dominate us. I'll give you a clue. All pain comes from a story that is uninvestigated and viewed only through a past self. Or a better way is, all pain comes from a story that is selfishly viewed. What does it mean to selfishly view? It just means that you viewed it only from whose perspective? Whose? Your own. And whenever you're selfish, you will have pain. It's only a matter of time. It's not that we shouldn't be selfish. We have to take care of ourselves, so we have to put ourselves first sometimes. But if you're in pain years later, it's because you stayed selfish. You're telling yourself a story from one perspective. Now, if we went and we interviewed her father, and we got him to tell us the story, I bet he would tell us a different story. In fact, unless the mother wanted to piss off the daughter and bring the daughter closer to her than the father, she may have reinforced this story. She may have even told her this story. She may not even remember it truthfully. It just may remember what she's been told, that she's merged with memory. Or the mother would tell you a totally different story. But you know what's interesting? Perception becomes reality. And how many of you have ever told a story so many times that now you really don't know the truth, but you think you do? Who's ever told a story so many times that, and as you did it, suddenly, as the years went by, the fish got bigger, and we tell a story, and then the new one we tell is the one we believe. Because we see it, we feel it, we experience it in our nervous system. And yet, that starts to control our life. So how has this affected your life, this story? Because you're thinking about it today and you're what, 30?
Yeah. A little bit ago.
Oh, a little bit ago. How many years ago did this happen?
Probably about 49.
49 years ago. And how does it affect you? Because it's the first story she thinks about that shaped her life when I bring it up today. How has it affected you?
I think it has affected my relationship with men.
They all put you in the corner?
I don't trust them, that they like me.
You don't trust that they like you, because your father one time put you in the corner. Who else got put in the corner unjustly or were punished unjustly by one of your parents more than once in your lifetime? Raise your hand. Let me just see a show of hands here. That's why none of us trust each other. Now, I want you to notice something. Watch this. What should your father have done? What should he have done? He should have what?
He should have given me attention.
He should have stopped what he's doing and give you attention?
Yeah, because I asked for it. I was little.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So that's how it works. Okay, whip out a breast. I'm asking for one.
Said what?
I said, whip out one of your breasts. I'd like to see one of your breasts. I'm asking for one. I didn't ask for two, I just asked for one. Am I asking for so much with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see. This is how it works. I ask for what I want, and if I don't get it, then you're unjust to me. But if you ask for what you want, I don't give it to you, you're an ass. That's an interesting model of the world. That would make a person very unhappy and trust no one. Because that model of the world is based on only one person's needs. Whose? And whenever you focus on yourself, you'll always be in pain. Let me give you the secret to depression, in case you haven't got it down yet. There's only one way to be depressed and stay depressed. You must focus continuously on yourself and what you're not getting. It's the only way. So here's my question. If your father had picked you up, would your whole life have been better? Let's say he did what he should have done. He stopped everything he was doing and he picked you up. Would your whole life have really been better?
I probably would have created another story.
Give her a hand for the truth. Give her, yeah, give her. No, give her a hand, for God's sake. Move out of my way. Move out of my way. Give her a hand, ladies. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. So if all your memories are myths, why not make some memories that empower you instead of disempower you? And I'll tell you the first secret. Figure out who you blamed and start blaming them better. You gotta blame more consciously. She's been unconsciously blaming her father. I think she should consciously blame him. Don't do anything unconsciously. So let's try it. Tell me all the things you blame your father for. I blame my father for...
But maybe I don't want to go there.
I know you don't want to go there because now you're smarter, right? But in the past, what have you blamed him for?
Okay.
Give her a hand for that, by the way. Give her a big hand. So I blame my father for...
Not giving me attention.
Not giving me attention. I blame my father for...
For not answering my questions.
For not answering my questions. I blame my father for...
Having too many siblings, so we had too many... the attention was shared.
Had other kids besides you?
Quite a few.
What a selfish pig. Look at that smile. Is that a beautiful smile? Give her a hand. It's a beautiful smile, ladies. That's a beautiful smile. So you blame your father for not giving enough attention. You blame your father for not answering questions. You blame your father for having so many siblings so you couldn't get all the attention. What else do you blame your father for? Let's get into it. Come on. Shoot me the truth. In the past, at least. I know right now you're filtering it. Don't filter. Just in the past, I blamed him for. I blame him for what else?
For always being busy.
For always being busy. Oh. Why wasn't he home playing with you and hoping mother would support the rest of the family by herself? She had nothing else to do.
Him not being nice to my mom.
I blame him for not being nice to my mom. Because she was so nice to him.
No, not necessarily, but...
Oh. Well, I still blame him. What else do you blame him for?
It's good that he doesn't hear you.
Well, if he's passed, I'm sure he hears me now. I'm sure he's sitting right on your shoulder waiting to see what you're going to say next you're going to blame him for.
No, he's still
Did you ever notice we're really good at blaming people that aren't here? Because they can't defend themselves. When you blame someone, you are making them responsible for the events of your life in some area. True? When you make someone else responsible, you are unable to respond on your own and make the shift. Responsibility is the ability to respond. Can't do that when someone else is in control, when someone else is the one who's the force that shaped it. So the first step is for us is to start blaming effectively. So we have to blame effectively. You're not going to stop blaming. If I tell you not to blame, that's what the mind does. I just want you to blame consciously instead of unconsciously. I want you to blame honestly instead of dishonestly. I want you to blame benevolently. I want you to blame in a place where you're intelligently blaming. I want you to blame effectively. So far we've had unintelligent, heartless, untruthful, dishonest, unconscious blaming that's going on. Because if he really has that much power that he has shaped everything in her life of this nature, then he shaped everything in her life of this nature.
היי חברים, מה העניינים? אני מקווה שנהנתם מהסרטון הזה. לי קוראים מיכאל ואני מיכאל מלמדו ואני חלק מהצוות של חברת BE, קהילת ההתפתחות האישית בישראל. ומה שאנחנו עושים למעשה, אנחנו מנגישים כל מיני חומרים, אם זה של מנטורים, אם זה סרטוני השראה, וגם הרבה חומרים של טוני רובינס, מנגישים אותם לקהל הישראלי, מתרגמים את הסרטונים, עושים כל מיני עריכות, מוצאים את החומרים באמת הכי טובים שיש, ולמעשה חלק מהפעילות שלנו, אנחנו עושים גם מאסטר מיינדים, סדנאות, קורסים, כל מיני דברים בארץ, ומוציאים משלחות גם לסמינרים של טוני רובינס, מוציאים משלחות ישראליות, מייצרים איזושהי חבילה ישראלית, ואני לא יודע אם אתם צופים בסרטון הזה באיזשהו דף נחיתה, ככה שתוכלו לגלול למטה ולהסתכל ולקרוא כל מיני פרטים על המשלחת, או שאתם צופים בזה ביוטיוב ותוכלו להסתכל בתיאור על כל מיני לינקים למדריכים שאנחנו עושים, לתכנים שאנחנו מתרגמים, וגם לינק לדף נחיתה למשלחת עצמה. אני מזמין אתכם להיכנס ולבחון, אולי גם אתם תיסעו השנה לטוני רובינס. שמח שהייתם איתנו בסרטון הזה וניפגש בסרטונים הבאים.